Popping. My boy at getting on here. Mr. Austin Brunswick. Sorry, he gonna pop out. Mr. Austin Brunswick pop out. Oh, yes. There we go. Got Facebook popping. Live on there now.
Ocean and honey. Ocean walked where the world was bitter.
We live on here now. Both right now. Let's go. We here. What's going on, Mr. I Exist. Hold up. Hmm? Yeah. Just that speaker right there. Right behind you. Yeah, that speaker, yeah. I don't know what happened, what they did to this joint. It's like the shit still. Alright, cool. Alright, y'all. It's your boy Yasir Jones, man. And Mr. I Exist. The one who created the brand. The one who came up with the idea. Live and direct. Coming straight at y'all, man. Mr. I Exist, man. He about to do a whole full interview for y'all, so y'all can hear it out the horse's mouth as to why he started this brand, this clothing brand. You know what I mean? The co-host is about to come on, Mr. Austin Brunswick, and we about to give it to you live and direct. Or should I say, Mr. I Exist is about to give it to you live and direct. Tune in. And let's get it. He should be coming up shortly, man. Girl, what is, be a little patient. There you go, right here.
You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. I'm here.
So we got Mr. Austin Brunswick, Worldwide Enterprises, AI Enterprises, consultant.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You got your boy Yasir Jones representing I Exist. And then you have the owner himself, you know what I'm saying? Mr. I Exist. The one who put the blood, sweat, and tears into working for this. You know what I'm saying? The owner himself. We're going to do a full-fledged interview for him. You know what I'm saying? So he can let y'all know why he came up with the brand. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all know it's not just a brand. It's not just a clothing line. He have more to offer than just a clothing line. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna let y'all know all about it. You know what I'm saying? So Austin, go ahead and take off, baby.
Okay. How your day going today, Mr. Founder?
It's going all right. How about yourself?
Another day, another dollar.
That's right.
Yes, sir. So let's get this thing started today. So my first question of the day is, what's the story behind starting I Exist?
Back in 2018, my son, he was 14 years old, and he had a bad heart, so he had a heart attack, and he ended up passing away. So his mother was going for therapy. At the time, I didn't feel like I needed therapy or anything. I felt like, as a man, I was strong enough, to deal with it. But in all reality, I wasn't. I was suffering from depression, not even realizing it. So a little while after that, I ended up catching a case. So I was incarcerated, and I couldn't sleep. I kept tossing and turning, tossing and turning. So I was telling my roommate, like, yo, I can't sleep and I gotta do this clothing line. He's like, he was asking me, what is it? I said, it was called I Exist. I kept tossing and turning, but God was like, do this, do this, do this. Because I started to forget about it, put it out of my mind.
Mm.
So I went to a guy on the tier that could draw. I paid him, and he drew the logo off for me. So then I was like, okay, this is the logo, this is the name. We're going to call it I Exist. So I sent it out to my son's mother, and she went and got a patent and everything for me. So when I came home, I started getting to work, putting my clothing line together, getting things in order. And basically, I wanted something different. I didn't want nothing that was hood. Everybody got something hood. I wanted something that could relate to everyone. So I said I was going to come up with a mental health brand. And that's how I came up with the name I Exist. And basically what I Exist stands for and represents is people that suffer from depression, suicidal thoughts, feel like their voice not being heard or supported, as well as mentally challenged kids who don't have a lot of friends and can't participate in a lot of activities due to their disability. So it's like, don't overlook me, or maybe one day somebody might overlook you. I exist.
Okay, so it sounds like this was inspired by mental health and feeling overlooked.
Right.
Okay. All right. So, my next question: how does any of your designs empower people dealing with mental health challenges in everyday life?
What how it empowers people in dealing with everyday life and
Hmm.
my designs. It basically letting you know that you're not alone. And there's a voice behind you representing you called I exist. And they stay a lot of people.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay. Keep it going. Let's keep it going. All right. So, how does subscribing to I Exist help somebody help someone feeling isolated?
You say how does someone subscribe?
How does subscribing to I Exist help someone feeling isolated? Somebody that's feel lonely. Somebody that just feels like I don't have nobody.
Well, that's when it comes in that you could reach out to I exist because I exist is not just a clothing line, it's a
Okay.
movement. An
Okay.
open door for communication where you could like DM me or DM somebody from the I exist family who's gonna be there to help you through your hard times and communicate with you and help pull you out of that dark place that you're in.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So, what would you say the community is like for your followers? Anybody that want to join?
Anybody that you know what want to join that suffer from mental health, all you got to do is reach out and DM us, and we will respond and help you. The best way that we possibly can,
Hmm.
because everyone needs someone. You can't always do it alone. You can't always depend on a friend or a family member. Sometimes you need an outsider to help guide you and lead you to where you're trying to get to.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, that's true. Um, let's go with another one. What's your next big drop that could drive subscriptions? Any exclusives for your loyal fans?
Yeah, we're working on something currently for motivational speaking, where we can
Okay.
go out to schools, homeless, different areas, and try to help people the best way that we possibly can. And also let them know that they're not alone in their struggle and that everyone needs someone, and we're here.
Don't forget to tell them about the stuff that's going to come out soon that you just posting and ain't get here yet too.
Right. Well, it's a lot of designs and stuff that I've been posting online, like coming soon that we're coming out with.
Hmm.
A lot of it's for the women, you know what I mean? The black queens of the world who deserve it. So we're supporting them heavy, as well as the males. A lot of stuff is going to be unisex, some not going to be unisex.
Okay.
But we're
So
going to do the best that we can do.
So
okay.
don't forget to go on Eyes Just Clothing on Instagram and BG Jones on Facebook and go check that joint out. Look at the prices, pick your favorite color out, and go ahead and grab up. And don't forget that the bodysuits and the other women clothing is fit to form. It's definitely fit to form.
Okay. So let me ask another one, good brother. How has I Exist grown into a movement?
I just grew into a movement by, a lot of it came from communicating to people in other parts of the world that reached out and was explaining their story and everything that they was going through. So that's when we realized I just wasn't just a clothing line. It became a movement because of a variety of people out here suffering that wanted, some support, somebody they feel comfortable talking to. So they reached out to us, and that's how it just became a movement. It became bigger than we expected it to be.
Okay. I like that. I like that. I like that. Could you share a fan story where your gear changed someone's perspective or started a talk?
But yeah, the funny thing is, somebody just contacted me, and it's an individual, a young man that's suffering from diabetes, and he feel like giving up. Basically, just gave up because he got to take insulin. He's young, but he don't really understand, what he's going through. So I told her that, later if she want, I would sit down and talk to him and explain to him just to help him and put him in a better place. So therefore, he could strive a little harder to live instead of giving up and making that sacrifice because it's not worth it.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Um, what sets I Exist apart from fast fashion for real urban expression?
I think what sets it apart mostly is the people and the supporters of I Exist. Because like I said, I Exist is for mental health. You got people every day suffering, from depression, a loss of a family member, a loss of a job that they took serious and that they took to heart. So I Exist is basically built to help others in need and be there as their sounding board for emotional support.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So it sounds like this. It's not about the materials. So it's a message behind the
Oh,
expression.
it's always a message.
Always a message. Okay. Okay. Like that. Like that. All right. So for people battling anxiety or depression, how could your clothing act as daily armor?
I feel like they can look that when you're wearing the clothing, you can always look at the logo or you can always reach out for
Mm,
support. Just to let you know that, look, I stand for something. I'm not falling for anything.
okay.
And somebody has my back. Somebody is there for me.
Speaking of logo, go ahead and let them see the outfit, man. Let them see the jacket, the
Okay.
hoodie, hat.
Okay.
It's a whole leg.
What we
So
got going on? What we got going on?
piece. The hat got the I Exist. The jacket
Okay.
got the sign I Exist on there. The sleeves.
Like that. Like that. Is that like Carhartt kind of material or?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Like that. Like that. Like that. Well, I mean, is that available now or?
This right here, not personally.
Okay.
This
Okay. Okay.
customized.
All right. That's exclusive
But
though. A little exclusive.
what I can make it happen.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Not an issue. Not an issue.
All right. So what's next for I Exist?
Like I told you before, we're going to do a lot of motivational speaking, and also, we got I Exist Entertainment. So I got a couple artists that I'm about to release under the I Exist label, and
Okay.
I'm currently working on a book that I'm about to release, and it's called "Who Said Family Was Always Family."
Mm. Deep. Sounds deep. Sound deep. Sound real deep. Might have to grab that myself.
You not gotta get at yourself. Yeah, you gonna have to.
Yeah, might have to grab that myself. I mean, any collaborations, growth plans, or moves to keep subscribers engaged?
Um, in the future, right
In the
now,
future.
we're gonna do one thing at a time and get it off the ground and build. So
Okay.
we currently purchase a couple of vans and try to do a lot of traveling to
Okay.
represent I Exist.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what's a challenge you face building this brand?
Um, you know, a lot of times, people don't want to open up because they don't know you personally.
Hmm.
Um, so therefore, you have to build a bond of a relationship so they're gonna open up and then you're able to communicate with the people.
Okay.
Um, you just got some people that just don't care, don't want to support you, and then you
Hmm.
got others that support you. So what you got to keep doing is, stay motivated, stay focused, stay positive, and do what you have to do.
Hmm.
It's for you. It's for you.
Okay. All right. So we know street culture is a big thing in the fashion world for the black community. So how does I exist blend street culture with mental health messages in the logos and graphics?
I say that I come from, it starts with the owner. I
Okay.
came from the streets. I was
Okay.
part of it at one time,
Okay.
So now I'm just doing something different, so I
Hmm.
can get some different results.
Hmm. Okay. Solid. Solid. Um. All right, another one for fans with disabilities. How does your clothes make urban adventures easier and more stylish for the disability crowd?
For people with disabilities,
Yeah.
well, if requested, we can design certain clothes for
Mm.
individuals with disabilities that
Mm.
likens, to make them feel better. Every time they look down at their brand or down at their self, they
Hmm.
know they're standing, they're representing for something.
I exist. I like. Okay.
Okay, I
Oh,
exist.
I like that. Okay. Um.
Yeah.
Describe how I exist builds a supportive online community. Any tips for new people who want to subscribe?
Um, constantly post,
Hmm.
stay motivated, make sure that you're engaged with the people,
Hmm.
that you always respond to anyone that DMs you, and do the best that you possibly can as an individual to help someone else besides yourself.
Okay. And this is for the online community, correct?
The rest. This is for anyone
Oh,
who wants
anyone. Okay.
to I exist.
Okay. Um, all right. So could you share a behind the scenes story of creating a piece that promotes self-acceptance?
You said behind the scene.
Yeah, could you share a behind the scenes story of creating a piece that promoted some type of mental health or attribute that you wanted to give to the public or to that buyer?
I said, you say,
I think he asked you to share an experience in your life
you're
that
right.
that.
Um,
That helped you create a piece that was exclusive. It was exclusive to you. This piece was, it meant something.
right. I would say that, me, after I lost my son,
Mm,
I sat in the house for 2 months. And I was depressed, but I didn't think I was at the time. And I
mm,
thought I was strong. I thought I was the strongest man in the universe. And just the pain that I felt in my heart helped me understand and realize what other parents, went through.
mm,
So it pushed me to change in
mm,
certain areas of my life. And that's basically how, I got here today and really got my hand out the streets so I can do something different.
mm, mm. Okay. If I Exist had a slogan for 2026, what would it be and why?
Hmm. The slogan would be, "You're someone special." And
Mm,
the reason why it would be that way is because you got people who give up on themselves every day, who doesn't have nobody to be there or no shoulder to lean on. I feel like everyone is against them and they feel alone. So they make bad decisions because of that.
mm,
So, every day you got to wake up and tell yourself you're somebody special, and don't give up. And there's nothing in the world that can hold you back from trying to achieve your goals or doing what you need to do for you.
mm.
Only you have the power over you. Not no
Absolutely.
bad words or negative people. None of that can break you. Only you can break you.
Mm, mm. So is there like a time limit of how long it took to build I Exist, or was this an overnight success or
Well, like I told you, I was fighting with myself
okay.
because I couldn't sleep and I kept tossing and turning. And in my dreams and everything, that's all I kept seeing was I exist. do this
Hmm.
clothing line. I exist, I exist, I exist. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop being stubborn. I don't want to go ahead and do what God told me to do.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, I exist. Sound like a hell of a brand, man.
You know, it's for the people. You know, it's bigger than me. It's bigger than us.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
This is for this is for everybody. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's nationwide.
Nice. Nice. Any dream collabs on the horizon that could expand the brand's reach and impact?
You say any what?
Any like big collabs on the horizon that could expand the brand's reach and impact?
Um, I would say, you know, just coming together, you know, as a community
Okay.
and being there for the people, and you know, just helping out and coming together as one, as a bond, you know, to rebuild, restart
Okay.
for a new beginning.
Hmm. Okay. So let's get back on mental health, I guess. Let's get back to mental health. Um, so me personally, I've been dealing with anxiety, right? So with my anxiety, kind of keep me indoors sometimes when stay to myself. Um, I know a lot of people that's in my shoes sometimes forget about themselves with anxiety.
Right.
Um, I like the spashing at you guys. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that me personally, I would like to buy into this. I want to buy this clothing because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, uh with me seeing that logo in my closet, I feel like that could, send a message to me basically in my
Right.
everyday, you know what I'm saying, struggles, anxiety or whatever like that, you know what I'm saying? Just because hearing from you of your message of how starting this, yeah, I feel like I want to be a part of that movement, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I appreciate this. I respect that. Respect the movement, the brand, what you stand for. Yeah, it's a good look, man. It's a good look. It's a good look. All right, so I got some more questions for you. For folks navigating city streets with disabilities, how do your designs deliver the seamless mix of function and fierce style?
You said function and
Yeah,
free style.
yeah. For somebody with disabilities, they feel belonging.
Okay, so what you do is that individual put on something nice
Okay.
that he likes and that he wants to represent for himself. You know, for I exist because it's not the clothes that make the man; it's the man that make the clothes.
Okay. Okay.
So when that individual put them clothes on, you know, and it's like when you get dressed and you know you fly, you know you feel good about yourself.
Hmm.
So when that individual gets dressed up and he knows he's fly, and then he got on I exist, something that has a meaning behind it that stands for something,
Hmm.
he feels invincible. For sure.
Hmm. I got somebody that actually asked me just now. Could I ask you what's the wildest hurdle you crushed while building I Exist, and how did it amp you up?
I would say marketing. You know, I kicked out
Hmm.
a lot of money for marketing when I came into this business because
Okay.
I really didn't have the knowledge that I have now.
Okay.
So I was paying, you know, all these marketing teams who basically how I felt was scamming me because in the long run, I learned how to do everything that they was doing for me myself.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So it was a waste of money.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So for the people watching that want to start a brand up, is marketing a marketing budget important, or should you self-educate yourself?
I would say if you want to save money, self-educate yourself. You know, go on YouTube, you know, Google online, chat TV, and just take the steps and just learn. And
Hmm.
that way you can do the marketing yourself and you can receive all the profits yourself.
Hmm.
Because if
Okay.
not, and you reach out to them companies,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna wax you.
Mm.
They're gonna get a lot of money out of you that's really unnecessary. And then later down the line, you're gonna be upset that you even gave them people a lot of that money when you could have did it yourself.
Hmm. So for our people watching, what would you say as far as urgency in starting a brand up is most important? Marketing, logistics, Like what would you break down for somebody trying to start up?
I would say that one of the most important things is marketing. You know, it's like when you're a sales pitch, you got to sell yourself.
Mm,
You got to sell your brand. You understand what I'm saying? But make
mm,
sure if you're gonna come out with a brand, make sure it has some type of meaning behind it and that it stands and
mm,
represents something
mm.
that can relate to everyday life. Because there's a lot of clothing lines out there, urban, but they don't really have nothing standing behind it. No
So it's
meaning.
fast fashion, pretty much.
Right.
Trend. It's just yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Gotcha.
there. It's no meaning.
Gotcha.
I say the word frivolous, unworthy of serious attention.
uh,
You know,
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about like collabs and partnerships. People like, all right, so you're trying to be a great luxury brand, clothing brand in the future, right?
right?
So can I say this? How can I word this? How could I exist, be a forefront in the community for other designers coming up in the game?
I gotta be a forefront. Well, our existence is its own brand. It's gonna stand out and represent for itself, and it's gonna speak for itself. It's like it's like coming out with an invention, and you get say your invention is lemonade, but your lemonade is it's so good that it outshines the rest
Mm,
because of your recipe. So they're like, wow, I want this lemonade because this lemonade tastes better than all the other lemonades that I ever taste.
mm, mm. Okay. Okay. So as a founder, right? I think a lot of us entrepreneurs, starting up, we get the notation that you make profit or overnight, or you may start making money overnight. Is there any stories you could explain as a brand owner, founder of uh, years, months, days of maybe sacrifices you ain't making money, or um, you kind of get me?
Yeah. Um, First of all, anybody that comes out with a clothing line from the beginning, in all honesty, you're gonna lose some money from the beginning because you're just starting. You don't really have the knowledge and the education of everything that's going on. So therefore, you're gonna come across some bumps and some bruises, and some money is gonna be lost. But what you do is you gain knowledge, and then you start applying that everything that you learned and all the losses that you took to contribute to the new improved view of what you're trying to do.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
it's definitely a concept battle uphill, especially when you're
Right.
building that joint from the ground up.
Right, because you have to figure, right? Rome wasn't built overnight.
At all.
It was a process. It took a while. It was times where I wanted to give up, literally, and I didn't want to do this no more because I
Hmm.
wasted so much money, and I felt like I wasn't, regaining that money.
Hmm.
So I wanted to give up. But I had people in my ear telling me, "Yo, don't give up. You got a good brand." And then God wasn't going to allow me to give up. He was
Hmm.
like, "You just go on back out there and do what you got to do. It's going to come. It's just not going to come on your time."
Hmm.
So you got to continue, to work hard, stay focused and motivated,
Hmm.
so you can get the prize at the end. It gets greater later.
Support system, man. It's really mandatory. You heard what he said, right? He said, we have people in his ear, man. Telling him don't give up. It's a good brand. Support system is everything, man.
Hmm. And
It
that's
helps everything.
I want to ask that next. I see, Doc here supports, like, I could say 110%. Like, almost, I thought it was his brand for a minute. So,
Yeah, he was trying to sell it.
I love it though. I love it. That's what you need. We need that in our corner. So,
Yes.
um, what can you tell the people right now about, support, like support with, pretty much support with anything we put our hands to.
But basically, you always need somebody. You can't do everything by yourself. You can't see your front and your back and your side. So you got to have people there for you that support you and that believe in your dream as well. And that's what
Mm,
they contribute and help you out to build. So therefore, it's no longer just yours. It's all of y'all together because y'all are one. That's your team. That's your bond. So, when Doc Harry came, he started the podcast. So therefore, he motivated me even more. So I want to even go harder. Then I got a nice designer named Miss Terry. She helped build the designs and, say we should do this or we should do that or we should do this and help us out. And we all work together. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree. But at the end of the day, we realize, we all strive in the same direction for the same common goal, and that's for success.
That was heavy.
It's a recipe.
That was that. Yeah, that was heavy. That was heavy. So I heard earlier about music. Is I Exist got their arm into music too, or?
Yes.
Okay.
It's I Exist Entertainment.
Okay. So what's
and
the
first artist has just been released on all platforms. His name is Peter Baines.
Okay.
And the song is called Sober.
Okay.
Peter Baines, the song is called Sober. It's out on all platforms. He's the first artist on I Exist.
Hip hop, what's the genre?
Hip hop and
Okay.
I'm currently in the process of releasing something that I wrote too.
Okay. Cool.
I
Okay.
Exist Entertainment.
All right, so I Exist got a lot to offer.
You better know it. We're gonna continue to be big.
Okay. All right. I love it. I love it.
Hey, why compete when you can dominate? You hear me?
True.
That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal.
True.
You know
Okay.
what I mean? Ain't nothing in life gonna play with you, so I ain't gonna play with nothing else out here.
That's right. We're gonna get the job done by all means necessary.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Let's go. Let's go with. I got one more. I got another couple. I got a couple of them. What's an urban trend I Exist is leading that ties into mental health, mental wellness?
You said, what's the trend?
What's one urban trend I Exist is leading that ties into mental wellness?
That, no matter how big I get as far as blowing up what I Exist, that I'm still a human being. I'm still someone. I'm no different than the next person, and I'm no better than the next individual. And I come from the same place that you come from. I just made more wiser and different decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still a person. I'm still an individual. I still got feelings. I still cry. I still laugh. I still feel pain.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, man, this is great answers. This is great answers, good brother. This is great answers, good brother. Let's see. So have you been at all right, so what's some feedback from your subscribers on how your gear sparks real life mental health talk?
You got some people, that like it, and you got some people that don't, or some people that, say, well, I think you should do this, or I think you should do that. So, you gotta be open to the people and, willing to accept, criticism, which is only gonna make you better as a brand. So, I listen to the people. Some stuff I agree with and some stuff I don't agree with. But at the same time, I appreciate it because it's going to make me strive even harder to become even greater than what I am.
For sure. And we talked about that on the podcast. Remember, challenges bring growth.
Yeah.
Welcome it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you got? Anything, Doc? Any questions?
This is my mentor, man. This is my pop. So he's not just a business owner and the brand in the face of I Exist. This is also my pop. So of course, this is nothing but motivation for me. When I look at him, he's a representation of, you know, something that any young man would aspire to be. You know what I mean? He grew into
Absolutely.
a very well mannered man. You know what I'm saying? A proper businessman. He's actually applying his life into his business. Remember when we were talking about career and how you make it personal, like find your passion, find something that you like. You know what I'm saying? Because when you find something that you like, you're gonna put 120% into it. You know what I'm saying? When he told you it's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle, it's a movement, it's a family business. This is a whole situation. It's a thing out here right now. Record
Mm-hmm.
label, podcasts, books. You know what I mean? It just don't stop there though. Motivational speaking, not for just juvenile delinquents and other kids and
Mm-hmm.
adults. You know what I'm saying? It's motivational speaking for business owners. It's motivational speaking for college, students. Like because mental health touches everyone. It's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's motivation for even for animals. I might see a dog that's stuck in a trap. I might go over there, take his paw out, patch him up, and rub him. It's all right. You're all right. You're not alone. And
Mm-hmm.
the dog might be happy, but he might understand me. And me not even
Mm-hmm.
knowing that he understand me, but he understands that I just saved him.
They don't get no deeper than that. What's more symbolic than that?
Humility. That's what it sounds like. It's a lot of humility going on.
And compassion.
Yeah.
A lot of humility and compassion because at the end of the day, everybody started from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody started from somewhere.
From the bottom.
Mm.
You know what they say? They say it's lonely at the top and it's crowded at the bottom.
Look at the pyramid. It's big down bottom for a reason.
It's real big.
And at the top, it's real pointy. That was only one person up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you need people to help you keep the structure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody got their purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and we found ours. And this is our way to give it back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And for this man to come up with this brand and transform his life and indoctrinate his life within that brand, to change other people's lives, that's amazing, man. He's making a major impact on, not just people that's felons, not just people, that suffer from mental health,
Mm-hmm.
not just, people who are troubled.
Mm.
This is people who also not troubled, who just go through regular life situations. Like I remember I was talking on the podcast and I was telling y'all I had the word at the tip of my tongue. It's called vicarious trauma, where I tell you a story and you can become traumatized based on the story that I told you because you empathize so deeply with what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this happens on an everyday basis. A lot of people gossip, a lot of people have conversations. So me venting to you, you know what I mean? My words can have such an impact that it can traumatize you. And that can
Mm-hmm.
become, mental health
Mm-hmm.
in a way. So, this is where the podcast comes into play. This is where we come into play, where we can reach out and touch people with our words. Do you know how powerful that is?
Mm-hmm.
Because words is what? It's energy. And it travels. It's motion. So not only am I enlightening you, but I'm also making you feel some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
You know how powerful that
Facts.
is? That's a big statement. That's a big thing. So we're not just providing you a service, we're also making you feel good. We're making you feel
Mm-hmm.
good about the things that you're buying. We're making you feel good about the things that you're wearing. We're making you feel good about yourself. That
Mm-hmm.
another day is worth living. You know what I'm saying? Not to give up. This is what's going on. And this is Mr. Isaac himself. He was out here
Mm-hmm.
promoting his brand when I was away, putting in the work, stepping serious, putting on his vests,
Mm-hmm.
putting on his hats. He had to believe in himself before somebody else could believe in him. And he's still pushing. And now look, it ain't just a clothing line. He got a record label. You know what I'm saying? He got the book club. He got the podcast, the motivational speaking. I mean, look at it. Like it's when you become a part of something greater than yourself. Because this is not about him. This is about, God. He had a greater calling.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear the backstory about how this came to be, it becomes heartfelt. It's enlightening.
Mm.
Because you got kids that don't have no role models, that don't have nobody to look up to, and they don't necessarily hear people's stories
Mm-hmm.
because they're too busy growing up fast.
True.
But social media is alive. Social media is like a person. So when you're scrolling and then you see this and you come across this interview, you can change lives with this. Just this conversation alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got a question for you though, Doc. Could you kind of like explain to the viewers on what it takes to support, like the breakdown of like the importance and the power of that supporting something like what you're doing now, where I exist,
Okay,
because
like
a lot of people don't know what support means.
support is like, okay, right. So I'm supporting him mentally. I'm supporting him by being his feet, helping the groundwork, pushing it. Like when I see people out and about and I'm out just doing my daily work. Like if I'm at
Mm-hmm.
work or from shopping or no, it don't matter if I'm going to the gym. It don't matter what I'm doing. I'm pushing the brand. I'm getting it out there. Yo, go to Eyes Clothing on Instagram and check this out. We got this. We got this. We got this. You know what I'm saying? If I see an artist, I go ahead and introduce myself and I introduce the brand and what we have to offer and how we can help him or how we can help each other. For real, for real. Like, and then being there for emotional support because everything not gonna go well. So we use each other to lean on. We use each other for emotional and mental support. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So some days I might gotta just sit there and vent with him. I gotta sit there and listen, just listen.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he might need me to cry with him. You know what I mean? Sometimes nigga just might need a
Facts.
hug.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, all that matters. Those small things matters. Those small things that us as men, black men specifically, that we was taught to avoid, that vulnerability, that matters.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's strength in that.
Strength in
And
numbers.
it's not only, it's strength in numbers, but it's strength in that vulnerability. And those
Mm-hmm.
states, that's necessary. Remember when we was talking about that big rock moment? Those things is necessary for you to overcome and grow.
Mm-hmm.
And grow. And grow stronger. So it's necessary to have support. So for me, it's everything because not only is that my pops, but I believe in what he's saying. I'm a part of what he's saying. Not only is he, a walking, living experience, but I got my own experiences as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm also a role model. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for us to come together, it's like it's almost mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the world works off of interdependence, not independence. And I say this,
Family first.
family first. You know what
That's
I'm
real.
saying?
That's real.
So at the end of the day, who like he got a brand about mental health, about things that you're going through in life, and making people realize that there's other people out there just like them.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't his son support him? Why wouldn't I be behind him 110% and make this thing grow? Why wouldn't I help him build his legacy and build his history up and leave his name in good likeness?
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't I do that? You know what I'm saying? This is something that can carry on. This is something that can never be deleted in history in this timeline.
Well, okay, I got another question because I see this a lot. What stops you from what stops you from promoting yourself, Doc, and wanting to put all your energy into what your father got, basically?
Oh, I promote myself. I got something in the works. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay,
Sometimes you got to do your things in silence because people be praying
okay.
on your downfall.
That's facts. That's
I
facts.
work with him. So yeah, I got my stuff going on with my pop, but I also got my personal stuff going on too.
Okay, okay, okay,
You know what I mean? So when
okay.
I say follow the yellow brick road, a role as a parent is to create the path, to make the path easier for the child. And this is what he helped me do.
Okay.
So this is why I'm underneath of you. As my
While
mentor,
still supporting your pop, you still got something
I'm
going
still
on.
supporting my pop. I still can do me. You know what I'm saying? But that's the key part of having a mentor. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Life don't come with a blueprint, but this
mm,
is somebody who was here before me, who has been
mm-hmm,
my age, who has
mm-hmm.
been through what I'm trying to get to. Counsel
Yeah.
equals victory. You know what I mean? And we talked about that, on the podcast and them episodes. This is a part of
Mm,
my counsel. This is a part of my support, as well as I'm a part of his support.
Hmm.
So it's a saying that goes that sometimes you have to communicate to the other you to maintain you.
Hmm. Self-awareness.
Exactly.
Hmm. Deep.
You know, it's like being a kid. It's like being a child. A newborn. You learn. By watching,
Mm-hmm.
by listening. Everything is about sound. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you a chance and opportunity as a child, to grow. Just
Mm.
imagine, right? If we can go back to like when we were 16 and 17 years old, with all the knowledge that we have now, we would be unstoppable. Nothing can
Yeah.
stand in the way.
Yeah.
So the message and what he's saying is he's pouring into me.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if he pouring into me, it's gonna keep on going. That mean that makes me unstoppable. If I know what he know at my age.
Hmm. So I got another question for both of y'all, right? So, it's a family business as I see. Us as a black community kind of feel like we at the bottom of the totem pole with that, as far as family coming together uh for a legacy. Um, what could y'all what could y'all say to the viewers about the importance of coming together as a family for a legacy? Because I can see from my eyes that this could turn to a legacy for you guys.
Appreciate that.
No doubt.
At the end of the day, right? Sometimes you gotta compromise and put your differences to the side.
Hmm.
Whatever's going on. Sometimes you gotta come down, sit down and have an understanding because a lot of times it be conflict and disputes among family members.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just number one. You know what I'm saying? Creating the right mood in the household. You know what I mean? And and make sure your mindsets align.
Hmm.
If not with that family member, you find a different family member. You know what I'm saying? That got the same mindset as you. Because everybody not gonna be on the same page because everybody don't want the same thing out of life.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's first and foremost. So that's key.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And make sure you right before you
Hmm.
can go to somebody else. Before you step to somebody else.
Yeah.
Make sure you got your stuff together.
Right.
You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And then y'all can come together and then y'all can build based on the understanding.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because this comes along with being a part of something greater than yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You gotta make sure that your walk matches your talk.
That's
You
yeah.
know, and you have to be, understanding and supportive. You can't always, criticize someone because it doesn't sound right to you. Sometimes
Hmm.
it needs you to listen, a shoulder to lean on. So therefore, an expression, you got to show more love,
Hmm.
support. You got to communicate. That's the
Hmm.
only way you can build as one. Y'all got to remain as one. Sound like the concrete and be there for one another. You thick and thin, no matter what. No matter if the individual is wrong or the individual is right. You have to be there
Hmm.
for
And that's
support.
loyalty.
That's loyalty. Yeah.
And that's
That's
loyalty.
loyalty.
And a lot of people don't know what that is. A lot of people never even had that. So how can you offer loyalty
Yeah.
to a family member if it never been taught to you by your parents?
True.
See now, that's why I say start back in the household.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. That's key. Um,
Hmm.
when we talk about this, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't reciprocate something that you never learned.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So
So
like, um, have did you guys have like meetings to get this started, or like was it just like I see what Pop doing, I'm scared put help push him, or was this like strategized where I need a family meeting? Look, this what we gonna do. It makes sense. Was it like that or?
Yeah, well, when Doc came back around, we sat down, we talked about it. We talked about it before he even came, you know what I mean? So then when he did come, he said, this is what I want to do, this is what we want to do. And I was like, I'm with you, I support you, that's rock and roll. Let's get it done.
Hmm.
and now we
Hmm.
here pushing.
Hmm. So execution.
Child.
Yeah.
you know, you can be serious, but you gotta have fun. Because
Got
laughter is
to.
good for the heart. Laughter is good for the heart.
You right, man. You right. You right. You
You
right.
know,
You
and
right.
we gotta thank God, that we woke up this morning and that we're here every day. So you got to have fun. You got to enjoy yourself. Can't walk around angry, mad, depressed. You know what I mean? It's too much
Mm-hmm.
to live for. It's too much that we have to do before we leave this earth as people.
Yeah. And exactly what you guys I exist is standing for is like pretty much you guys are like producing what we need to do before we go. Family, togetherness, unity, mental health, mental wellness. So I big salutes to y'all. Big salutes to y'all. I hope everything you guys desire come to y'all.
We appreciate that, man. We appreciate your support. Nowadays, society is pushing mental health. Look at all these nonprofit organizations out here, and funding they got for mental health. It's a reason for that.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're saying everybody can be diagnosed with something.
Something.
Everybody suffers from something.
Yeah,
right.
Right, exactly right about that. Even though this happened in 2018, every day is not a good day for me. Some days I wake up, I'm sad, I shed tears, I still hurt, and then some days are better than others. But I just remember that he will want me to represent him to the fullest. So I continue to hold my head high, I continue to strive, and I do whatever I have to do to get the job done.
Respect.
And so, we definitely had to sit down with Mr. I Exist, the owner, the brand himself. You know what I'm saying? The top motivator, the top stepper. You know what I'm saying? The one who's really role modeling out here putting this stuff in play. We had to go ahead and sit down and let y'all hear from the horse's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Austin Brunswick with all the great questions. My great
Yes, sir.
Asking all the right questions. All the great responses.
Yeah.
It's your boy Yasir Jones. I'm here coming to y'all. Our time is almost up. So I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot to give y'all a quote before we started. I just let them dive straight in. So my quote is believe in yourself. Don't stop pushing. You gotta believe in yourself and start with you. You know what I'm saying? Always have a relationship with God.
And the biggest room in the world, there's room for improvement in one's life. Don't forget that. The biggest room in the world, there's room for improvement in one's life. So sometimes you just gotta let life run its course, and it's going to address itself. Because everything that happens every day is not always to hurt you, but to help others find their way.
Well, it's a lesson in everything. So take heed. I mean, keep your blessings. Stop ignoring them. Stop being ungrateful. You know the saying, go. You're ignoring your blessings, you become a curse.
Right.
You appreciate the things you do, God.
How you gonna manage the prize at the end if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you ain't have your trials and tribulations?
Yeah, you gotta have that. Make you appreciate it more.
Yeah.
Keep you honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Again, this is I Exist Entertainment. You got your boy Yasir Jones, Austin Brunswick. Mr. I Exist right here himself. Go to I Exist Clothing on Instagram. Like and share and comment if you like the content. And BG Jones on Facebook.
Right.
Check out the prices. Check out the colors. Cop up. And we're going to get it to you expeditiously.
Yes, sir.
And if we don't got it, we can get it.
For sure. Custom made. Because you might not like the way we got certain decals set up on your outfit. So you might order your joint custom made. We can do that for you. And put it in certain spots. Whether that be body suits, whether that be the sweats, whether that be the jackets, whether that be the hats. You know what I'm saying? We here for you.
Right. Have you looking like a superstar or a snack? Your choice.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So this is what's going on. Also, I want y'all to go check my boy, Austin Brunswick with Worldwide AI Innovations, man. He's gonna help y'all He can help y'all with commercials. He can help y'all with your merchandise, selling your merchandise, your product marketing, digital marketing, e-commerce.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, we pretty much
if you rap and you're an artist, he's also
mm-hmm.
Isis Entertainment, but he also has his own brand as well. Come join us. We covering the
man.
board.
Yeah, because he got good prices. He's not
Mhm.
out, just to tap your pockets. He for the people.
Mm.
He's going to help you achieve your goals at a good price.
Yeah,
And
we
then
all got it. Yeah.
you get caught up in, oh, it's a black business, so it's poor quality. Nah, because you might go buy something from somebody who's not black, and that might be poor quality.
Yeah.
So don't be
Yeah.
so biased in your shopping and in your decision making. So you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Keep an open mind, and that's what this is about. It's about keeping an open mind, helping you opening your mind, expanding your reality to what you just know, to what you're used to.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't judge, just love.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Take it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Mhm.
You almost fly as me, young boy.
Yeah, crazy.
Hey man, this shit, your energy, man. I was born to step up.
Oh, that's right.
You know?
Step into it, young man. Step into
Yeah,
it.
you always so awesome.
Yo,
That's right.
You like that? What you doing? I say I'm walking in power every day, every time. Man.
every day.
Breaking the
I
concrete when you got feet so heavy. You doing it?
Yeah,
It's like a giant.
shit, I can't be stopped. Can't be stopped.
Nah. How that old song back in the day, keep rising till the top.
That's it, baby. That's it, baby. That's it.
Listen, when you first wake up in the morning, you be a little tired, a little drowsy, but still always, try to be yourself. Wake up, have a little fun, get it jumping.
yeah. When you feeling down and all that, shake that. Listen to your favorite song, or you know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes, yes.
Go on something. You can go online if you ain't got the money. Put a down payment on something. Or, you know what I mean?
Know what I'm
Something that's gonna make
saying?
you feel good. It's change it. You know what I mean? Change
Something,
your.
man.
Just make sure it ain't your rent money when you talk about paying down payments on
Right,
something.
right, right, right,
You can't come here.
right.
Oh,
So
You
we can
really,
be mindful.
you
but
really gonna be in a bad mood.
the compassionate side is, we got the resources to lead you in the right direction. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So,
I was down the
Absolutely.
street. Not here.
yo, nah, for
Crazy,
real.
man.
Woo. I'm saying, so, you know, we here for you, man. We
Yeah.
support those that support us, and even those that don't support us. And those
Hmm.
other businesses, we support you as well. You know what I'm saying? Because we care about your mind, we care about your well-being, and the
Hmm.
eight dimensions of wellness plays a part in this. So
Hmm.
you were considered another environment. You're considered another service, another business. You know what I'm saying? You might be somebody else's peace of mind. This might not be their peace of mind. This might be a trigger. Just even talking about it.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But we believe in the saying, you show love, you get love.
Right.
We appreciate y'all, those who joined us on here.
Hmm.
We thank y'all for supporting us, coming and watching the podcast, sitting down with us and having a listening ear, and
Hmm.
meeting Mr. Isaac himself, you know what I'm saying,
Thank
for his Q&A. And Mr. Austin Bloomsburg with his great questioning. And then,
Hmm.
it's your boy Yasir, I'm here live and ready all the time, baby. I'm feeling
Okay.
real nice right now, myself.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, and just
Uh,
remember, I exist, you exist, we exist as one.
for sure. So we're going to wrap this up.
I mentioned too, Tuesday, AI talk. I'm doing AI talk for the urban community. We breaking it down, how it can help us make money, how we can use it as a tool for everyday uses, for your businesses. But I'm basically breaking down AI for us. So get with me Tuesdays. I'll get the time out by Monday. So
Yeah, that's Austin. He deals with technology again.
yeah.
He's simplifying AI for those people in different communities who was complicated for, who have a
Hmm.
hard time understanding how to use it
Hmm.
and when to use it.
Hmm.
It's good for resumes. It's good for house shopping, land buying,
Hmm.
a multitude of things. Building resumes, college courses, creating curriculums.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Commercials, movies. music
Yeah.
videos. We go down a rabbit hole, but that's what the talk gonna be about. So
Yeah. This is
yeah,
what he does, man. We appreciate you. Thank you, man.
yes
Have
sir.
a good day.
I exist, baby.
All right.
Yeah.